Welcome back to the news at noon. If you're on the hunt for a good film, Matt Perrin can help you out. Today he shares his thoughts on The Predator.
Welcome to another Monday. I've spent a lot of time over the last week doing Hurricane Florence coverage, but that doesn't mean I wasn't able to sneak away to the theater. There were several interesting choices this past weekend. Both A Simple Favor and White Boy Rick seemed interesting to me, but they couldn't touch the intrigue I felt knowing there was a new Predator movie written by Shane Black. The Predator took the #1 spot at the box office, although it was the lowest opening for a live-action movie based on the number of theaters it opened in. Audiences didn't seem to be on board with it either, so does it deserve all the grumbles? Here's my take on The Predator. Our film begins with a Predator arriving on Earth and having a run-in with an American sniper team led by Boyd Holbrook. Boyd manages to survive the encounter and sends some of the Predator's gear to his house as proof before both he and the Predator are captured by a government agency led by Traeger, played by Sterling K. Brown. From here, character paths diverge when, after being questioned, Boyd is sent off to the mental institution with a group of self-titled loonies made up of ex-Special Forces soldiers. Meanwhile, Traeger brings in a biologist to help him study the Predator and figure out why he has come this time. Soon enough, the Predator escapes in a flurry of carnage, and through a series of events, Casey the biologist ends up teamed up with Boyd and his new team. Back at his house, Boyd's son Rory, who is on the spectrum, opens a package to find the alien technology and manages to use and decode it, which unknowingly summons a bigger, badder Predator to come hunting. As the movie progresses, the plot becomes a little more complex, but the action just gets bigger and bigger. Boyd and his new team are forced to go in search of his son and protect him from both the government agency and the Predator. This is where the movie somewhat becomes complicated, considering in a way everyone is in the right, but at the same time it's the methods of goal accomplishment that becomes critical. Before long, there is violence galore. Between Predators fighting each other and humans fighting Predators, it's a constant roller coaster ride of action. Soon enough, we as the audience have to figure out who exactly to pull for, but at the same time we are inundated with all the Predator macabre we can handle. So, what to say about this one? First off, even though I'm happy, audiences gave it bad numbers and critics are going to tear it apart. So let me tell you why, and also why I enjoyed it. People went in expecting a new Predator film. What they got was a Shane Black film that happens to have Predators in it. And to tell you the truth, that's great by me because I love Shane Black's movies. It isn't a good or a bad movie, but it is a really fun movie. The dialogue is just coated in Shane Black's wit, which actually makes this movie more of a comedy with some intricately violent deaths thrown in. He took it back towards more of a Predator comic book movie, which is fine. Another thing I thought was great is all the visual upgrades that weren't possible back when the original was made. The cloaking and Predator vision both got major upgrades and look amazing. I didn't like the Alien vs. Predator movies mainly because they were so dark and you couldn't tell what was going on. This one is brighter with much better visuals with the exception of a couple moments of bad CGI, is just fun to watch. There are also several corny nods to the original that just make you laugh out loud in a goofy sort of way. All in all, I really enjoyed it. If you are a fan of the Predator films, give it an open-minded chance and just have fun with it. If you are a Shane Black fan and like the Predator films, go check it out right now. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
And stick with us. Tyler has one last look at your forecast after the break.